I was a wreck. I was so glad to get home.
Yeah.
Okay, we're live. All right, well, we'll get this thing rolling here. We'll do the Pledge of Allegiance first. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, so first off, I guess we need to reorganize the board.
Well, before we do that, I left an item off of the agenda and I apologize, but we do have to approve the minutes from the last meeting
Oh,
at
okay,
some point.
okay.
And I apologize for that.
All right, well, you want to put that in here?
Put it first.
Yeah, we'll just do that first. Well, no, let's do it second,
Okay.
because actually what we need to do, we reorganize and then we close that off and then we open the meeting back up.
Right.
Well, I don't know, that's the way it's always been done.
Okay. Okay.
What was the date of those minutes?
11/14. Last year.
Yeah. Yeah, it's rolling around again. Okay. So, I open it up for,
I nominate Renee K. Elder for president.
okay, everybody signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. So we got vice president.
I nominate Cindy Taylor.
Second that. So then we go to, everybody signify by saying aye. Favor. Okay, so then we'll do secretary, and that is always the clerk.
Yeah.
So I nominate Joan.
I'll second that.
Okay, now we'll close that off, and now we'll open it back up for our regular meeting. Okay? Okay, so you got, on the minutes.
And I pass those out before the meeting.
I make a motion to approve the minutes from 11/14/2025.
Okay, and I second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. 3-0. Okay, so now consideration of the 26 resolutions.
Okay, got several. First one. I think I've got 3, keep them together.
Oh,
Keep them
okay,
together.
okay.
First one is to allow unopposed individuals to be a precinct election officer. Unopposed candidates for precinct committeeman or state convention delegate are unopposed for precinct. Adopt this resolution to permit individuals who are opposed for precinct committeeman or state convention delegate or as described in subsection 4 to oppose candidates.
Okay.
So it's just basically what the polls.
Yeah,
Precinct committeeman or state convention, yeah,
yeah.
okay. Okay. I don't remember, do we just vote on that, or?
We can vote on, I mean,
I think we just signed off on it, didn't we?
Well-
If we agreed?
Yeah, which would require a vote to agree, right?
Well, yeah.
I think, and if we want to, we could wait and go through all of these, and if we're in agreement on all of them, we can just do one, no, do a motion to accept all of the
Okay, yeah,
resolutions.
let's do that.
But there could be some in here that we don't.
Yeah, okay.
And then there's some that I will have to retype if we're.
Okay, the election board resolution
This allows the travel board.
to go outside of Perry County. Yes, okay, and this is what we've done in the past.
Yes.
We've made it a 50-mile radius, and
Do you
we
want that in the resolution?
probably should be. We did, they can go to Owensboro, Evansville, and we included Louisville.
Well,
These are two hospitals.
Well, yeah, but like the hospital, now, so many.
Okay, for a 50-mile radius, but to include
Louisville, like to the hospital.
Louisville area.
Yeah,
hospitals.
because there's so many goes to Louisville, to the hospital now. We haven't had to do that.
Okay, so that would be down there. That as a traveling ABS board, we travel outside Perry County to any contiguous Indiana county for absentee voting purposes. And I will put ABS board may travel a 50-mile radius, but to include Louisville area hospitals.
Right.
And can that say, I don't know about nursing homes, if they could go and do nursing homes, or is this just hospitals? But it leaves it too wide open.
Well, they have went to Ferdinand to the nursing home,
Okay,
and
well, that's contiguous county.
and I think they might have the last time. They might have Jasper also.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
Could it specifically say for those purposes, nursing home, hospital?
Yeah.
And not leave it open to homes and.
No, we're not going to homes.
Right. It's just that, making sure that
So,
intent
We
is
would
there.
want like a traveling ABS board may travel outside Perry County up to a 50-mile radius for medical treatment facilities.
I guess you'd say that, yeah. Because it's the hospital, or, and I hadn't even thought about nursing home, but I do know they went to Ferdinand and Jasper before, so.
I just think somebody was in there.
Yeah.
Families there.
Yeah.
It's close enough, but.
Okay, so we got that one, okay, so this one, expedited review that, absentee ballots cast in person or by mail. Have we done this one before?
I don't know, yes, I found it, well, I can't say I haven't found the signed resolution. I found all these resolutions in Rachel's files.
All instances to review absentee ballot honors or absentee ballots cast in person.
The way I interpreted this was that they could come in and look at these returned ballots prior to the election. The absentee ballot counters, whoever they are.
That's what the absentee ballot. Oh. That's getting into, can we put that one in the back?
Yeah,
Look at it again.
yeah.
Yeah.
I need to read it closer because
Yeah,
know,
I
it's
mean,
got-
because some of these I have to retype anyway, so
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, this one here, Perry County Election Board to pass a resolution by unanimous vote of all its members to provide that any and all precincts located are not required to have precinct election officers, sheriffs. Okay, these precincts.
So this is the ones we've joined together, correct?
It allows the inspector or judge to be in charge instead of having to have
Yeah,
somebody else.
yeah, we've never, well, you know, they've done away with the sheriffs years ago.
Okay, well, apparently we have to
No.
say so every year.
Okay, all right, okay, got that one. Now. We're charged with physical security of all election equipment, including voting systems and related materials. Article 1, the county election board shall maintain strict access control to election equipment room, which we do. County election board shall designate individuals who will be the only ones with access to the election equipment room. We do. That's us. County election board shall ensure that the election equipment room it is locked all the time. The board shall maintain a logbook. Yes, we do have that on the door. The equipment room and climate control, well, okay.
So what I'm gathering from this, because Joan and I have run into this with her meeting in that back room. And tell me if I'm wrong, but what I'm gathering, and I think you have said this before, Mary Kay, that that room, once the election, all votes are secured, counted, audits done, then it can be left open. All the machines have locks on them, correct? Or the,
Well, no, what I'm saying is after a certain time, because you have to have everything locked down for so long. And then, you know, when that time expires, then it doesn't have to be.
okay,
And see, that would.
But we do. We
that would
just,
be under Article 3.
yeah,
right,
we,
that's what I was
yeah,
reading.
we do. We just keep it locked because, I mean, nobody has any reason to be in there.
Correct. I just was reading where we log in and out of there every time.
Mhm.
It says really we don't have to do that even if
Yeah,
it's after this time.
after the expiration of
That was just a,
hold it,
But
yeah.
then I don't know, when does that start up again, that it has to be locked?
Well, it has to be locked.
30 days before?
No, no, it has to be locked whenever, they come in and program the machines.
Okay.
Then, yes, then we go back there, put the green tags on,
Okay.
but then we keep that room locked. Yeah,
so,
Okay.
okay, so we would do it all the time anyway.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so that's a yay.
Okay, we got that one. Okay, this one here, a resolution of the county to assign one set of poll workers to multiple precincts. Well, we do that.
Yeah.
And, that didn't have much. Okay, here's this. Oh, polling look accessibility compliance. Well,
This
I
isn't
think-
really a resolution, but it was something I found.
well, yeah, and it's,
We do that.
It
when
is,
go
we
out
do
and
have-
check off.
well, yeah, every place we got is accessible and it's compliant. It's not like the old Leopold, what is that building out there, Conservation Club or whatever. We used to have to go in the, well, finally then we made it where they could go in the side, you know.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, but before they had to walk through the grass and
Oh.
do the steps to get in the front doors there, you know.
They've done a lot of work there, I haven't been there. so
Yeah, I haven't
it's
either.
better now.
Okay, authorizing to allow extra clerks. You know, now, I've been thinking about this. We have the poll books, I mean, you know,
Okay.
we have two. We have, two clerks. I think if we decide, which I don't think we need extra this time, but I think if we go to extra, say like in the presidential, I think we need the judges more than we do the clerks. Because we have two machines. The clerks are the ones taking them to the machines. And you know, out there at the highway garage, well, you haven't been there when they was,
Not when they're voting.
but I mean, they spread them out. And really, I don't know if it's because that's something we need to check into. If they spread them out like that because of the plugs and that, or because they haven't spread the whole length of that. And those clerks, that's a lot of
Yeah.
running, and I think, I think instead of I'm not clerks, the judges, instead of having the clerks, extra judges.
My only question would be, is that within our bounds to be able to do that?
Oh,
With judges, not,
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Oh,
I'm sure because that would be, yeah, because the clerks, I don't think the clerks we need, you know, the extra. It would be the judges. We can check on that, but I'm pretty sure it would be up to us on it. But I was thinking about that the other day because that's the one that is really, you know, they really get run to death. But like I said, they got them spread. But
well, see,
need
we
to-
even did here too.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
presidential election.
Yeah. So, well, and that's what we had here. Actually, it was the judges because they was the ones taking them to the.
Yeah, you could, yeah, and
Yeah,
only
because
so
you-
many are allowed in.
Yeah,
In
yeah,
that
As
particular-
many machines,
Yeah,
but yeah, because we had well, Patsy and who did we have? Well, you,
Leland.
and then yeah, and so then yeah, and then well,
Becky,
Becky came
And
as a
you
spare,
came,
and
and
yeah, and
Julie.
I was a spare, and Julie was a spare, but yeah.
I know we had several that year.
Yeah, but yeah, I'd say the
On early voting though, we basically can do either or.
early voting, whoever, because usually one does the whole book and then the other one takes them, unless we decide we need more, you know.
But at the polling places, on election day, if you're committed judge, the clerk can't do the judge and the judge can't do the clerk, correct? So that's where
Yeah.
you're talking about needing.
Yeah,
probably extra judges.
because the clerks, I mean, having 4 clerks, what are they gonna do?
Right.
Because you only got 2 poll books. So I'm thinking, especially the highway garage, and that would be the only one. Would be,
So are you thinking we need to look into that for this year?
yeah,
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
I
find out
would.
for sure.
Yeah, I
If we
would
can do
and
extra
see, but
judges.
I
To be on the safe side.
Yeah, yeah, we might wanna put, cause that's heavy voting out there.
Okay.
And we might wanna put 2 extra ones out there. Not necessarily, I don't think maybe in the primary.
Okay.
But in the fall,
Because as of right now, there's no contested races in the primary. There
Yeah.
could be.
yeah,
as we go.
but I think, I think maybe fall.
One of the new things that I remember hearing, it used to be just clerks that could do half a day and then have
Yeah.
someone come in. Judges can too now. The inspector cannot. They wanna look into that, but that is, and it should be in here somewhere.
Yeah, I think it is.
But that was one thing that you could have, I don't know if that's what they mean by assistant, I don't think so, but like we could, I think they can work all day, it's one day, but
If something.
if something would come up, you have that.
You would have an extra so
Yeah.
that could go, but yeah, I don't see, cause
What
it's,
is
that's what I was gonna say, it's hard enough to have enough workers, let alone letting them come and go.
Yeah.
I mean, oh, I'm gonna work a half a day, this one's gonna work, no, no, it's a whole
We
day.
try to avoid that at all costs.
Yeah,
I just didn't remember that's a bigger
Yeah.
county that may work for.
Yeah.
yeah, and I think some of them do that,
And
because
I'm
they
sure
have,
if I do, or they
you know,
wouldn't have that rule in there.
but that some of the bigger counties have a harder time even than we do getting, poll workers. So, whatever, okay, so. Okay, so we're done with that on our discussion there. Electronic poll books.
So did you not do this, about 3 years ago? When you started using electronic poll books, 4 years ago?
I think it was done before, and we maybe don't have to do this one, but I included it just because I found it and I wanted
Maybe we,
you all to look at it and see if it was something that we need to update or not. I couldn't find anything where anything, what do I want to say, where anything shows that you have to.
No, I don't see any reason for the inspector to have a poll book. I mean, they can go over and check something if they need to. But no, I don't see.
But I mean, that didn't say you have to.
No, I know,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't think we need any of this.
Okay. I mean,
What do you think?
I think it's already in effect. This would just be if we wanted to update.
Yeah, we don't do lists and all that anymore, with the poll book. We used to have a list of everybody that voted absentee.
Yeah.
And then we'd take it out to the precincts and the inspector would sign off on it. And that, but we don't do that. We don't have any of that anymore. Cause see, then they would go in and check them off.
Yeah.
And then if we got any in the mail, then we had to make another trip.
Right.
So, yeah, we did.
I would just suggest that we do it just so, because and it is whereas the Perry County Election Board finds it desirable to pass a resolution to approve the use of electronic votes. That way we have it on file and we know.
Yeah, but whatever.
All right, so everything that I gave you in that packet, we're gonna go with, so I'm going to get everything updated. and-
Well, we've got this one here laid out, the absentee ballot counters, we got that laid out here to look at more, read.
That
Isn't
and
that, did I forget to
the
lay?
clerks,
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, okay.
I didn't know if we.
Yeah, well, we need, probably
Okay.
need to change that, okay. So here we go again.
It's those two.
That's one of those with the previous page that we just talked about.
Oh, yeah, this goes with this.
Okay,
All
so
right,
what
that's
are
it.
those two that we wanna,
Well, this one here, see, this is the one on the clerks, to add assistant clerks. And we don't need the assistant clerks because we've only got, the majority of the precincts has just got 2 poll books. So you've got a Democrat and Republican clerk there, you've got 2 clerks in there. But I'm suggesting that we do, if we need any extra, it would be the judges. And I think the only precinct that we need the extra judges would be the highway garage. So that would need to be
okay,
changed.
so,
You're gonna look in to see if we can
I
do
would
this
just
as
change.
judges,
Yeah.
change that.
Okay.
and then that's okay.
This one, I still, I would love, if we're gonna come back anyway, to look into this one more.
Which one did,
That's
we
the
got?
review, the absentee ballot counters, the expedited review. I can't get it to sink in right now. I'd like to,
Expedite review by absentee ballot counters or absentee ballots casting person.
so my question would be, when we get the absentee ballots in, you get the actual request for the ballot. Do
Yeah,
you?
we get an application
Okay,
first of all.
and you confirm that that person is a registered voter, you mail that ballot. Excuse me, when it comes back, I know it gets sent over here for the,
It goes to the clerk's office first.
right, and then it comes over here
She brings it over here
and we just put the names down
and
and
check it off.
Right.
Where the application was sent out.
get the ballot and everything ready, the envelope ready, you mail that out. When it comes back, I'm assuming it comes in here.
No,
Then,
it goes to the clerk's office. They check it, they check it in over there,
That came back.
that it came
okay,
back.
yeah,
Then they bring it over here.
Correct.
And the girls here, get in their, where they, all the applications and find that application and then they check that off and everything, and they check the signature over there in the clerk's office, and then it's put in the box.
So they have to
well, we
check
take it
before
from
we
here
put it
to
in
the box. Yeah, we take it, so that's what I'm trying to figure out. When is this, because you have to literally open it to check that signature, correct?
No, there should be a signature.
No.
On the outside of the
No, you
envelope?
don't open anything.
Oh, I
There
knew
should
that,
be
that's
a
what I'm trying to
There
figure
should
out.
be a signature
The
on
sig-
the outside.
Yeah, they have to sign on that white envelope
When they mail it
when
back.
they mail it back.
So what
Yeah,
are you comparing
the
that
voter.
signature to?
what's on the,
to the voter registration.
Oh, yeah, that they match. So that's done there. I don't know why it's asking if the,
Well, the way I
Election board.
understand it is that,
it says that the signature on the absentee ballot envelope corresponds to the voter's signature on the voter's absentee ballot application. Yes, okay. Our voter's registration, okay, but they also tell you that we are not the signature police.
but I think,
Because older people
right,
are not gonna be signing.
yeah, and
Like-
I will tell you that
Yes.
even now,
Oh, I know.
I think that's the same, you know.
Yeah.
But I think to me, what this resolution is saying, that we don't have to wait till election day to check that these are valid. That we can check ahead of time, that's why it's called
I
an
thought we all-
expedite.
Well, I don't think we check to see if they're, I mean, you check them as they come in and bring it over here and then they check off where they've mailed, or they're mailed it out, and then they put it in the box. We don't, I mean, that's it.
Okay, we'll see if the count one, I probably did it incorrect. Cause I put it in the box before anybody else checked.
yeah, that's what, we automatically do that here, once it's checked. That's where, and
But I
we'll
mean,
get
I was
into
the only one
another,
that checked it.
okay.
That's who, yeah. Well, but how many did we have?
I'm sorry.
How many did we have? 7?
Yes,
And I'm sure that they checked it off in here with their application before they put it in the box. See, that's what they
No.
do. No, they didn't.
they came straight to me
Oh, okay.
and I
Well, you
remember asking,
checked
what do
them.
I do? Well, you check them and put them in the box.
So was that during early voting?
Yes.
So the girls,
Well, no, it's before then, because we only had one day.
that's
for it.
true, we did only have one day. That's, okay, the one thing that I was gonna bring up later, the absentee voter board. That's not us three
Right.
as the election board.
Right.
No, it's
That's
two
these.
that's
Okay.
working out.
And normally, because we have a month, that I would bring them over.
Right.
But I can ask somebody to bring them.
But my understanding was we can't handle those in that respect, of checking the signatures and everything.
Right.
No, we don't. I mean, she does.
Well, no,
As clerk.
not as the board member, as the election board member, because if there would be something happen, a question, whatever, we would be the ones down the road to look at that and
Right.
make a decision on it. So if we're doing both, it's kind of a conflict. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
So that was one thing. This here is
Well-
the absentee voter board, and actually the counters are even different. That's what I came from that meeting. We have people, like, at the end of an election, the day of election, at 6 p.m., we open this box and we separate. The one thing they browbeat, I even went up and asked from the podium again. So everything has to be separated in precincts.
Yeah, we do that.
No, we throw it all in the ballot box.
Oh, well, yeah,
Yeah,
then,
until,
but then on Monday,
Yeah, but
The
it
day
has, from
before.
the time you get that in, they have to be bound together. They can be in the same box. But everything from Oil Township has to be bound together. Everything from
well, you're
Troy,
not gonna get in that box every day.
that's what they're saying you have to do. I asked that specific question. I said that, because that, a little old county like us, we don't have, we're getting more, but we don't have a lot of mail-in. And that's where, what is her name? The Angie said they have done a lot of, but it is required that those are,
so anytime, what it amounts to, anytime I get a return absentee ballot in the mail, I need to call you guys. Say, we keep the box.
No, it will be whoever has those box keys, and it won't be
Okay,
these two.
them out here.
It won't be these two.
It won't be these two, they've gotta be different. And that's what I said, the expense on us as election board, we have to literally have two
different
separate,
counters.
and all they do is hold those ballot box keys. Cause there's one key for each, they literally take care of,
That's been changed then.
and I even went back up and asked Angie again to reiterate this to me, because this is not making sense as far as the expense and the amount of election workers we have to have. But the ballot counters, the ones that literally open that ballot box at the end and count those ballots,
Well,
is
at the
separate
end-
people from us and them.
Well, you've been here at the end. At
Right.
the end, what we do is open that box and then we separate them in, line them up down through here at afternoon on Monday when election's done. And then we line them up all here and then we go, put each precinct in a stack.
That's gotta be done
And
prior.
now it's gonna be done
Prior.
every day, I guess.
Every day she gets ballots in. They've got to come in. So if we have somebody that is here in town, that can hold them keys.
Yeah.
That can make, Yeah. yeah, but it is, that was one thing, I kept asking that, because I thought, man, you're talking for this smaller election, which this one ain't as small, next year will even be smaller, but you've got two people, you're already.
Next year will be bigger.
No,
It's
next
just
year.
a-
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
that's right,
yes.
that's right. See, yeah,
But
okay, yeah.
So you've got these two, and these two, when they had free time, which you do for early voting,
Sure.
they always come up and took care of these, whatever you all brought in. But they've gotta be separate.
Okay.
And that's the one thing I kept asking, why, the process, I get it, I get what you're saying, but the cost, efficiency of hiring, do these two only get paid
Yes.
when they come in,
Yeah, and how much?
and how much, and, are they considered,
They won't be in here 5 minutes
No.
oh, I know.
at a time.
So do we pay them a flat fee for the entire election?
I mean, right, so, and that may be another resolution we have to do,
Yeah.
but to me, it would be separate, they would have to be here the day of election too, at whatever
Then
time
yes,
to
all the
open.
counters.
Yeah, we always come in at, I think, like 5 p.m. and separate it, well, they already have to have
No,
these.
they come in here at noon. Oh, you mean,
Yeah,
the
just
day
open the
of
box.
election day.
On election day.
Election day. No, we get it depends on how many we got, because the microvote guy will be here.
Correct.
And we want to get all that done in case he has a problem back here. We want to get that all done and
Be
ready to go, and then at 6 o'clock,
That's
the
the first
ballots will go
one.
back in the box and be locked back up, but then at 6 o'clock, he's got a button, and all he has to do is hit that button, and then he can, it'll do the tally. And we want that done, so by 6:30 or so, when the votes start coming in, that we've got that out of the way.
So,
And we can do that at 6 o'clock.
and the caveat with that is, it's not we anymore. It's two separate people. We are not allowed to, because if there ever comes a question on a provisional or one of these ballots, we're the ones that have to go in, look at the whole picture and make that decision. So that's what Angie made very clear to me. That is,
They've changed all that.
well, she said they've just always done this.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the smaller, we're not the only county, a lot of the smaller counties, and that was in my private,
Done it our way.
yeah.
All right, then, I guess we'll have to make up a new resolution then.
Give me some guidance on that, what you know needs to be included.
It was due to just the absentee ballot
Absentee ballot counters.
Voter board, I think is what they would be called. Voter board counters. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are.
They are
Absentee ballot
counters.
counters. May, but not
Because we
required.
don't want to call them a board, because a board should always have an independent.
I don't have my code book, but
Oh,
it
so
says
The board
here,
actually votes.
it
Right.
says here that the absentee ballot counters may not, but are not required to make the following finders under, and it's a code, with respect to the absentee ballots described in paragraph 1 above. Okay, let's see, this resolution applies to absentee ballots cast in person and by mail before election day at the clerk's office. This code number or before an absentee travel board. So, okay then, it's just the mail-in
The
ballots.
mail-in,
Well, and if anybody votes in person.
the
absentee.
email, no, it's just the mail-in. It's the,
No, it's all absentee.
no, because they're doing that. It's the,
Okay, and
What about the
somebody
travel
said we
board?
can't do absentee. Okay. Now I got it.
What about the
they
travel
would do the
board?
travel board too, because they literally have the paper ballot that they bring
Yeah.
back in.
Okay, so the travel board and the mail-in absentee is got to be put in.
And I hate to say this because this coming from Angie, and you can verify it with her, but it's literally when these ballots are handled totally by this board. And that's what they were called. You can call it a committee, whatever. It's the absentee. We've always called these the absentee voter. But when it comes to this, with those paper ballots, they go from, they have to have access to be able to verify these signatures. But if we take this step this year, we can look into that more,
Okay, one thing I
because
got
it's
here.
getting into a lot.
This isn't how it will be written, but this is just what needs to be, I know needs to be included. Absentee ballot vote counters, one Republican, one Democrat, will be required to maintain returned absentee ballots and travel board ballots by precinct. Clerk will contact them when ballots have been received.
And you have 1 day, is it, to get those back out? I think it's a 24-hour span. Once that ballot comes in, or that request,
Well, no, that's totally different. No, because like right now, we have already somebody that has applied.
right,
Because starting January 1st, you can apply.
Yeah.
but you don't have even a ballot.
You don't have any ballot.
Okay.
So there's a date.
Then I meant
yeah.
once they, okay, I
The
have, see,
only
that's why I
time,
need
the
to let
only
this
time
sink in
those
better.
counters need to do anything is when they come back.
Right.
Those ballots come back in, they're checked in the clerk's office, and then they're brought over here. And that's when the counters would come in and put them in the ballot box. And they have to put them in by precinct.
Right.
Close. Okay, say they come in, say you got 19 precincts, you get 5 ballots back. So they come in and they put them 5 ballots in that box. Then, say 3 days later, they get 10 ballots, and some of them are the same precincts that you got in there. So then you'd have your rubber bands and you put them, that is so silly.
I don't disagree,
Yeah.
because that's why I kept asking her, and the one little clerk that was sitting there where I was at said, no, this, because I thought we just happened to have separate ballot boxes, and I'm going, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And-
19 boxes.
Yeah, but no, it was, they're just bound together
Yeah.
in that one box. So And this is a good year, because there's been more and more mail-ins every
Yeah.
year. So it'd be a good year to really get our feet wet with that. It's the cost, and the time consumption
I mean, and getting two people
Who are willing to be available
on call.
on call for a month.
and who's most
Basically.
available. And we can't do it.
No, you can't do it.
That's what I kept trying to say, why, that because of the
Down the
future,
road
yeah,
if there is a problem.
yeah. So,
Okay, so you got
So
that?
I'll type something up and send it to you guys to look at and critique, because I know it'll need,
and
Lots of
Angie probably
adjustments.
would,
yeah.
I
she'll
was so impressed with her.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as the information
Well,
coming out of there, that woman
Yeah.
knew her stuff.
She's on it. See, like last week, when everybody came in and was filing, because I had to find out, how do I enter them into the system? How do I make them a candidate? Well, I figured it out. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. But then on two different ones, I typed the wrong date.
Oh.
And she caught it and just sent me a little note and said, you can't do that. That was the day before the filing started. She said, I hope it's just a data entry. Yes, it was. Nobody came in early. I didn't accept anything early.
The biggest thing was the 26 to 25. I still can't get
Oh.
2026 on anything.
Is that, I'm doing okay with that. I kept putting the 6th though instead of the 7th. I did it on two different people. I don't know why. Okay, so that's those.
Okay.
Now,
So I need to vote on all these?
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
So there's 6 of them that we're doing today. I don't know if they're counting these accessibility one or not.
well, it's not really this.
Okay.
It's,
So, 5.
5, 6. And then we'll do this one, this will be 7 once she gets that. Check.
That was we going to. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out what I was thinking.
oh,
Oh, it was
I was
that.
too. I kept looking over there because it looked like it was coming from around the door.
I forgot about that thing sitting there. So
once
this,
you get that,
Yeah.
then we'll
we'll do this one with the other, the
Yeah.
clerk to judges. Okay, so that's with that one. Okay.
Okay, so there's 6 of them that we're going to vote on, right?
Do we do them all at once? Do we have to do them individually?
I say we can do them all at once.
Just trying to figure out how to make the motion.
Just,
I'll make a motion that we approve the 6 resolutions that we have agreed upon today, which include pertaining to the upcoming elections. I don't know if that's a good enough. That's not very good. I'll rescind that.
but we've got what, 6 or 7?
6.
6. Okay, just say that we're.
You want me just, I'll read the heading of each one. How's that? I'll make the motion to approve the resolution to allow unopposed individuals to be precinct election officers at the primary election. And for the Perry County Election Board to authorize ADS travel to go outside of Perry County as written. The resolution to permit the Perry County Election Board to pass a resolution by unanimous vote of its members that any and all precincts located in Perry County are not required to have a precinct election officer sheriff. That falls on the judge. Authorizing the county election board to maintain responsibility for the physical security of voting equipment used in its jurisdiction. and to assign one set of poll workers to multiple precincts at the same location in its jurisdiction pursuant to IC 366-85. Order approving the use of electronic e-poll books. Those are the 6. Should have numbered that as I said.
Well, I've got a number.
Okay.
I say,
Second,
I'll say that.
all signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, now then, these are some, and we don't have to vote on these today, but these, give them to some that Knox County sent that they use, just informational. So if you want to look through those, if we want to talk about them, if we want, think it's necessary. I don't know how to read it. There's an absentee board.
Well, this is the same as we've got
Yeah,
with
that's number
the
2.
travel board.
Yeah.
Okay, this one right here, the very first one,
Okay.
is basically saying what I was saying. It's having that separate election board, or that, absentee ballots.
Well, but this resolution's confusing to me because it doesn't say after the application or after the received back complete.
Which one you got?
And that's the very first one she had
Knox
there.
County election board resolution?
Yes, 2025-1. But this is what that is,
Yes,
and
you need a proxy.
that's what I said when talking to Angie.
Yeah.
It was the thorough process from
They are,
getting them
they are
ready to
involved to
bring
get
them.
them ready. The absentee board doesn't do that.
Correct. We haven't done that.
Okay, I thought.
That's what I was
thought they
understanding
still
from,
did the initialing to send it out.
right. Duty of initialing absentee ballots, yes, correct. But this is saying that it's a separate, it's the proxies to these. They're literally in here doing that part of it. Now, I may be wrong, that's where I really want to understand this other one better.
Perform the duty of initialing absentee ballots and absentee ballot security.
See, yeah, because this
So
doesn't say.
they do this, just my thought process, they're doing a proxy. Like me or Mary Kay could have a proxy if we couldn't make it to this meeting.
Right.
Okay, so these two are your election, early absentee voting, I call them boards.
Yeah.
These two are. They could have a proxy
Yes.
where we designate
Yeah,
two
that's what
specific
this is,
proxies, where they don't do it, these other two do this. But would they still be able to do it?
I don't know.
And see, from Angie, absolutely not. That's what I'm confused. You may be able to get her on the phone quicker than I and really ask her about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
What are they saying? And then who is Knox County Clerk?
Oh, that's that
Shelton.
Shelton.
I could try to get on to him and tell him to clarify this.
Okay.
But that's what I'm gathering. I don't know. The resident.
But I think this is silly myself, because you got the election, you've got the absentee election board in here, and that this is saying that they can't initial those ballots.
That's what Angie said.
That's what Angie, and now, Joan, I went up to the podium,
Yes, you
didn't I?
did.
And
Yes.
I kept telling them, and then I went
Well-
up and talked to her separate.
Get a hold of her and have her send something, or you send it out after she
Oh,
tells
yeah,
it.
oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
and this is nonsense.
you know,
Then you're
But-
gonna be paying somebody else. These girls are gonna be in here. You're gonna be paying somebody else to come in and initial ballots.
Yeah,
And count them, yes.
yeah.
I know, that's what I kept saying, we're so small, we
That
don't.
is silly.
And I said, we might have one or two from a precinct, and we have
Yeah.
more than that this year, but for the absentee ballots coming in.
Yeah,
And they said it still applies. They just, this one is what your wording you need for the outside. And now they don't have specifics.
no, they
It-
don't.
But it does say for the treatment in another. So medical
Yeah,
treatment. So
yeah.
that's a good wording,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
pretty simple and. See, how are these different? So now you're
Yeah,
getting into
yeah.
the whole, the key
And they're
holder.
the same people for 2025-1 and.
That they do
-3.
separate resolutions for those. But that's what we've been talking about.
Yeah,
These two
yeah.
are,
But I don't know why they're separate. To me, it doesn't make sense that they're separate resolutions.
created by our Absentee Travel Board. So normally, we pick who we want for our travel
Yeah.
board.
And this is saying you can turn it over to me. I don't know why.
So,
Unless
I
you
mean,
just
because
don't wanna
that's a
mess
pretty
with it.
easy, I mean,
Yeah.
we have our,
I mean,
Well-
I just assume you all keep doing it myself, you know, it's one less thing I have to do, honestly.
I'm trying to think of, Sheila Reardon
Yeah.
is really good about it. I don't know how well, what's his name? Real tall, older, how well he is.
Well, last time Beth DeBelly did.
Bev did do it, okay.
Bev and Sheila, and that really worked, they were
They were
good together. Well, Alden
Alden
did
is who I
before.
was, yeah,
But
he
see,
wasn't able
No,
last
well,
year.
he don't wanna do it.
Oh,
No, he
okay.
doesn't wanna do it
Okay.
anymore, cause, see, him and Sheila, the last year he did, they came back. And I don't know if he had eaten anything, but we thought he was gonna pass out.
Oh, God.
And we hurried up and got him some candy to eat. And I'm not sure if he's got diabetes or not, but anyway, well, they had a couple more they was going to, and Sheila said, we're going to eat first. So she took him and they went and ate before they took the other two. Then they came back and got the ballots and did it because, and he said he wasn't, he's not, he's not. Well, and mentally now too, he's, so, he didn't want to do it anymore, but now, then they had, Sheila and, they had,
Bev,
and that really worked good.
Okay, 2024-5,
I don't like that one at all.
basically what it says to me is Joan Hess is homebound and can't get out, so she needs an absentee application, and she can fill out an application, and they approve it, and then she can vote at the same time.
I don't like that one. I don't like that one at all.
Well, they do that over to nursing homes, they did, if they haven't, and, well, they may go into the nursing home after they've already been there and stuff. And they take the application, and then they also take the ballot.
Recognizes potential time constraints with mail. I guess if it was, like that last week where they wouldn't be able to
Send
get
out.
their,
When
But
they can
if they're
send
gonna
out.
have to visit them anyway, they may have to make 2 trips.
I would be in favor of that, where they literally have ballots, the absentee ballots with them, and leave them with them. And then their next trip there or whatever to
Well,
pick
I
those
don't
up.
even think they should leave them there with them.
No.
Because they're supposed to
The
be,
applications?
the application
Oh,
they
yeah.
can
Yes.
take immediately, but they can't leave the ballot.
Oh, no, that,
Okay.
that is their time back to
Well,
pick those
but
up.
some,
They can take the
but
ballot.
sometime in that nursing home too, they need help even doing the application.
Well, and that's
They may
fine.
request
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
but then, yeah, then they can bring the application back.
Yeah.
But it has been before too, that they've taken the if it's getting down to the last few days or whatever, they have taken the application with them and the ballot. And
So do
then
they have to fill out, and forgive me the name of the form, but
on the,
where they
yes,
help?
yes,
Okay.
and then there is place on that envelope that they put that
Yeah.
ballot back in, that they assisted.
Then I wouldn't have, as long as all that, you know.
Yeah, that's all on there.
So they have till noon on, the travel board does,
Noon on Monday.
noon on Monday prior.
The day
The
before.
So
day
this one, they can do a resolution where they can complete an absentee ballot on election day due to recent injury and or
Yeah,
hospitalization.
if I'm
Following-
planning to vote on election day, but Monday evening, I fall and break my leg, and it's a pretty bad break, and I'm gonna be in the hospital for a few days. They're saying they could come that day.
That day on election
And
day.
elect-
You know, I kind of agree with that. Because things do happen.
Things do happen, you're exactly right.
It happened to Carl in a primary. And
Uh-huh.
I mean, it just killed it because he couldn't vote.
vote.
But from then on, believe you me, he come out here and voted early. But yeah, I kind of agree with that, because it does happen.
It can happen.
As long as it's not used for, it's an ice storm and, which most probably won't, well, it
Shouldn't
should
be.
be.
We
It
could
shouldn't be in May.
I don't know, we're in
November, we
Indiana.
could, yeah. we're
But
in
yeah.
Indiana.
I don't disagree with that, things happen.
They can do a absentee ballot on election day. Do this. I kind of agree with that.
Okay.
You want to do this one?
Yeah, I like that one. That one is not, and even the travel board, we said that.
Well, I want to go through all of these again after
Okay.
we talk. And it's like, okay, make
Okay,
sure I have
this
it
one
right.
up here.
This is just like ours.
That's the same thing we
Yeah,
have.
that's what we already have.
Yeah, we have that.
Very good. Well, what did we say here? That very last one. We put towards, we put commissioners are responsible for it. For transportation. So we always get that, don't we? Get the transportation of
Right, and
the
I've got that.
equipment.
It's something to talk about too in a minute. I have so much stuff.
Yeah,
It's
taking the equipment, yeah. We've, in the
Do
past,
we
we had,
need to have a resolution for that? is
Oh,
my-
this is actually, they're saying the three commissioners have to do it. I thought it was provided.
No, they just have to provide it.
Whereas the Knox County Commissioners, okay,
Shall provide it, doesn't say they have to actually.
no,
Okay.
we
Which I
had,
think means
we
they have
did
to
it.
pay for it.
we did this, well, that's when, Hauser,
Jake House.
Jake and Greg. Yeah, and see, Greg was county employee at that time, you know,
Right.
Parks and Rec. So at that time, so see, he didn't even get paid.
Right.
oh, really?
He
No,
did it as part of his job.
Yeah, he didn't get paid because Jake was the only one who got paid because, Greg couldn't be
He
paid.
was already on the payroll.
See, that's like us
Right,
coming in and taking these girls' place, you know, and
Right.
all that.
Yeah, you won't
We-
get, you
we-
wouldn't get paid.
No,
extra.
we don't get extra
that's
because
right.
we're,
But But do we need a resolution saying this?
I don't think so, because we just started doing this the last few years. Let's see. Dale Poole did it.
Okay, well, I don't care who did it. Here's my question. Who pays for it? Does the election board pay for that? Because this is saying that the commissioners will.
Well, it's in the election budget.
Well, then that's election board pays for it.
Yeah, I mean, it don't really say pay
This
here.
is-
I was reading that.
But
it
if they're
doesn't.
providing it, that means they're paying for it.
Well, I think they wouldn't get paid either, I guess is
No,
like
but
what
what I'm
she.
No,
saying, it
no,
was
she's
coming
not
out of our
saying-
budget.
Oh.
She's not saying, yeah, not the county
And I know that's
commissioners. I know.
kind of immaterial to you guys, but I have to watch that.
Yeah, I know.
So is there a way to find two county employees
And
that
yeah,
would save
that
us
would-
there?
If we could get people that are
Because
already on
Greg,
payroll,
yeah,
but hopefully Jake Austin, who took Greg's place, that he can.
Yeah,
And I have no idea if he's Democrat or
I have
Republican
no
at this
clue.
point.
Yeah.
I haven't.
no, I don't either. But it has to be a Democrat or Republican and
Yeah.
well, and the best thing is like, okay, we'll have a new one for the Democrats. Unless Greg
Unless Greg wants to.
would wanna
Well,
do it. I don't know what he's
I
gonna be
know
doing.
that Jake Austin, who took Greg's place, is planning on doing it.
Oh,
He
okay.
asked me.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
He said, no, we have to deliver.
Oh, okay.
But like I said, I don't know if he's Democrat or Republican.
Okay,
I
okay.
gotta
Well,
check
we'll
on
have to
that.
check that out. But then,
And then
if-
we're gonna have to get one of
and,
them
then Jake, you get Jake, cause he's done it.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
he's
it'd be
done it
It'd
for
be
like,
nice to
what,
have-
3 years? Yes, because he knows.
Yeah,
Yeah, experience.
right. Oh, yeah, that
But-
would be good.
Because,
But if this Jake Austin is a Republican, then we'll see if Greg Hendershot.
yeah. Yeah,
And because and that would be a little training too. He
Yeah.
would be able to show him all the places too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, and then, like I said, I don't have no clue there.
because it takes them a good little bit because,
Well, and that's what I need to know. Should I go ahead and secure a U-Haul? Is that what we need to use, a covered
yeah,
U-Haul?
it'll have to be a U-Haul,
And is it the big van?
the bigger one.
Okay. So I need it for the day before and the day after?
Mhm. Because, yeah,
So maybe for the Monday and Wednesday of election week.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, because, it's like, see, at noon, they quit voting. Then you've got to, whatever you have to do to them poll books.
Okay.
And then we gotta load them all up, by where they're going first and all that, and get that all loaded up, and then they head out of here, say 1 o'clock, they head out. And sometimes it's 6 or after before they get done.
So isn't there a time, and
They
I
have
may
to
be
be-
wrong, but by 5 or 6 p.m.?
6 o'clock, they have to be.
done.
It has to be done by then,
Has
not
to be done.
after that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, I mean, it's 6 o'clock before they
Now-
get back in here.
Do we follow them to make sure they're set up?
No,
Who sets it?
Oh, that's the next morning.
That's
The actual,
people that are
workers.
working it.
no, what is set up is, because since we got the new machines, the legs are on the outside, and they go ahead and they put the legs on them. And that's what they did, that's all they did.
Okay.
And the rest of it is all there.
Okay, okay.
So how does that make it easy because they don't know where these go in that location?
They can,
right?
no, well, we'll tell them.
Somewhere, and I've seen it, I
Yeah,
know
we
about
got
where it is, we have drawings of each poll location and where things are set up.
Okay, I've never
Yeah.
seen one of those,
Yeah.
so, because we were kind of riding on
Yeah.
our butts at the
Yeah.
Sherman Center one year and.
But yeah, but we got that and then, but that's all they do. They take all the equipment in, like the big, they're toting them with the wheels. the poll books and the machines. And we got it, how many machines each precinct gets. And then they take those machines now and they put the lights on.
Okay.
And they got them sitting there. And then when the work crew comes in on election morning, they come in at 5 and they got a whole hour to get, and the clerks, I mean, not the clerks, the judges and the inspector get them machines lined out and everything, and the poll clerks get their poll books up, and then they hang their signs, and they got plenty of time, an hour.
Okay. All right, so let's quickly go through these Knox County ones, so I know what we want and we don't want. Okay, -1, we're not gonna do anything until I get a hold of Angie.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, -2, we've already got.
we got that one,
So we
yeah.
don't need that.
Yeah.
-3, again, I'm going to check with Angie on.
Yeah. The key holder.
-4, we've already got, correct? No, this was where it was given that,
On election day, yeah.
to the clerk. No, this was allowing the clerk to name the absentee travel.
Oh,
And I just seen you all go ahead and do what you
well, I've
did.
already talked to Sheila.
Okay.
So what was 2? Because I don't have one designated as 2.
2 was about allowing the travel board to go outside of the county to any contiguous county to complete ballot activities for those that may be
Oh,
receiving medical treatment.
I had it in the wrong spot.
Okay. 5 is allowing them to complete an application and a ballot at the same time, and we decided we don't want to do that. Is that correct?
Right. I don't, not the same day.
Right, and that's what this is saying at the same time.
Well, it could be the same day.
Yeah, it could be
It
the
could be
same
the
day.
same day, but not at
But
the
not at the
same.
same visit.
Yeah.
Okay, -6, we are interested in, because that was the one that they may have to go out day of somebody's in an accident.
Yeah, but I laid that out.
Then
Yeah.
7.
Yeah, I think we ought to do that.
Yeah. 7, we decided we don't, we've already got. That was allowing,
Yeah, we did that, yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
and then 8, we don't need, is that correct? This is for the delivery.
oh, no. We'll do it like we've done in the past with the delivery.
Okay. All right, and that's that.
My question on the 8, the only reason we may have to do that, are we responsible for it if we don't designate it as someone outside of us?
Yeah. We're responsible.
So
for
do
it.
we need one that says that we can allow a separate people to do that?
All this says is that they will provide the transportation. That does not mean they specifically have to do it. They have to make sure it's done.
Correct,
So
I
we
get
can
that,
get anybody.
okay.
So,
Doesn't matter.
yeah, we got what we need.
Okay.
Okay. That took a while.
Yeah, I knew it would.
Okay, so we need to sign all of these,
Well, not today.
not
A
today.
lot of them need some more attention.
Except,
Well-
well, you gotta do,
They need dates or this or that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we can do that, well, we can have another one, to just do this, do the,
Yeah, sure.
yeah, 10 minutes. Okay, report of current filings.
Well, I just wanted to let you know that last week we have, shoot, I didn't bring my copy. I have that all typed out. Want me to go get? that real quick?
It's okay.
Well, I mean, we have a Democrat and a Republican has filed for sheriff.
Yeah.
That's the only even contested race right now. We've had a Republican filing for County Commissioner District 2, Becky Thorne. She filed, and I had heard she wasn't going to,
I never trust.
but she did. Kelly Harding has filed for her seat again, County Council District 1. Brad Hart filed for his seat, County Council District 3. Paul Brockman filed for his seat, County Council District 4. Tracy Bennett from our office filed for clerk. Pat York filed for Troy Township Trustee Board. Then Friday afternoon, when I had taken off Friday afternoon, so I was out of town. Sherry and J.R. Flynn both applied or filed for state convention delegates on the Republican side, and another person filed for Anderson Township Trustee Board. This morning, Cindy filed for state convention delegate. On the Democrat side, we've had Chris Hammock applied for auditor again. Sarah Hart from the assessor's office applied to be filed to be assessor. Mindy Lassaline has filed to be County Council District 2, which is the seat that is vacated by Stan Goffnet, and that's not been filled. Steve Owen filed for trustee of Troy Township. And Dean Bursty filed for state convention delegate.
Okay.
Ellen Stone has not filed, but I understand she is filing for County Council District 4. So that would be a contested race in the fall.
No primary. For
No,
any-
But we
right
still
now,
have
so
a
far.
state that we have.
Yeah.
Do we have any? Yeah, we do. No, that's
Yeah.
delegates.
No, we do, state we do.
Do we?
Yeah, for, Secretary of State. No, that's
delegates.
convention,
Yeah,
that's convention, yeah,
So is there any on any others?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I guess, isn't that just a 2-year term?
No,
Except
that's
for,
6.
or 6.
That's 6. Now,
No, state rep,
it's not. Okay, I'm thinking senator. Yeah. That's more too, though. It's
bring the dogs in.
No, there are service dogs.
Well, I don't see anything on it saying that. I tell you, this business of everybody taking their dogs to Walmart, putting them
I
in the
know.
carts, that's ridiculous.
Functional support. Okay. So
Okay.
that's our report.
Okay,
Okay, so
so,
that's where we're at, we'll
Okay.
probably have a few.
oh
more,
yeah, we'll have more.
But I have heard, someone is planning to file for an independent Texas sheriff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so now we need discussion upon primary election.
Well, I
What's
just,
this?
you know,
What you got in mind?
I don't really have anything in mind. I just want to reiterate to you all, if you think of something that you know needs to be done, whether you think, well, just don't have any clue or not, ask me about it anyway, because
Oh, yeah, I know, we will.
I don't want to say I'm nervous, but I'm apprehensive. I want to do a good job for the county, and I don't want to screw anything up. I'm not saying I won't make mistakes. I'm pretty sure I will.
And you have so many check marks, because anything you really do has to go to state.
Pretty much.
So they're going to,
But I don't want us to get caught on the carpet. I don't want them to say, you missed a deadline. You didn't do this right. I don't
think
want
they
them
would,
to
but
have to
yeah.
tell me that.
right, I get it.
So if there's something, please, you're not going to offend me is what I want to say.
The question I would like to ask that I didn't ask at convention
Yes.
or at the conference, this is gonna be such a smaller time. Is there any way we can shorten, do we have to are we mandated those 28 days? Or can we
I'm pretty sure.
do 2 weeks?
I think we have to do,
The 28th.
I'll find out.
well, and you know, I don't, I mean, I don't look for a small election. I look for,
Well, but there's so, when it comes to working in here, especially for primary, that time span of 4 weeks almost is.
yeah,
Is
So,
but, yeah,
yeah,
but I think we have to.
okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know if that was
You can
required.
check on it.
Now, I have a question there. It says 28 days, and I probably did it wrong. But I have already secured the room for both elections.
Okay.
For early voting.
Yeah.
Does it start on Monday or Tuesday, early voting?
It's 28 days, isn't it?
28 days prior to me is on Tuesday.
Well, that's when
Yeah,
it'll
it's
start
usually
this.
Tuesday or
But
Wednesday.
Okay,
one year it was
because
on
when-
Wednesday for
Because
some,
when
yeah.
I went over and checked with them, they said, you're not starting until Tuesday. And I said, well, I think that's right, but if it's not, I'll get back
Yeah,
to you.
28 days,
Okay,
and that's not counting your weekends.
right,
So,
okay, all right. Let's see, what else have I got here? This was just,
next meeting.
well, no, wait, before
Oh,
we
you
get
got
there.
something else?
Oh, Mary Kay, I've got so much stuff and even more going through my brain. This was an update on the absentee secrecy sleeve guide. I don't think we have to do anything on it, but I just wanted to give you all a copy so you can read over it and do whatever. And then this was about provisional ballots.
Oh, this was the new envelope. We were allowed to finish
But
out
we're
using,
We're grandfathered.
Oh, the old one.
right,
Yeah,
do we
we
have
used-
more of those?
We have some,
Some,
and
no.
that's.
Well, enough. Yeah, we got some, but yeah.
I knew we were running low.
Yeah. Is the actual ballot, is it the same then,
I don't think it,
the ballot
Yeah.
card?
I think so, I don't think it. Okay. I mean, we don't have to do that at this meeting.
Yeah, we can read through this on our telling and then discuss it next time.
Okay, this is a document that we have to turn in prior to January 31. It is inventory of the voting systems in e-poll books. And they have everything listed for us. So either today or another work session, we have to do that inventory before January 31st.
Before January 31st. So can all these resolutions be
Yes.
ready to go within a week or two and we can get that
Yeah,
and do all that at the same
Yeah.
time?
that's my plan.
Okay, sounds good. Because that shouldn't take real long.
I hope not. But we need to go back there today and see what we do have, and what we do need to do.
Well, my suggestion is that we make room out there in that storage room and pull all those totes out there. That way, as you get time, like you can work on that stuff, because they'll have to be in those, like the clerk, those, Rachel had them all in color coded, the orange for
Right.
inspector, the purple and
Yeah.
red in that. And then, and go through and on your farms, make sure all farms that,
Current
are,
and-
well, and they're in there. Yeah, and that way, that'll give you time, a slower time or whatever,
Right.
and you can do
Even do
one or two.
Yeah.
And then, so I suggest we pull them out of there.
Okay.
I will give Joan kudos there because you asked about getting those out of there prior
Yeah.
and it never got done for you. So,
That's all right.
yeah, that is,
Yeah,
We can
it's
get-
time to get that done.
But do you want these back?
No,
Oh, I was gonna say scribbled on mine.
no, I've got
I tried to make
copies of
notes
all
on
of it. and-
Okay. All right, so we wanna, yeah, the next meeting, we wanna do it. Let's see, let me get my calendar up here, come on.
We could either do late next week or let's do early the following week so that one inventory form we get done.
Yeah, we have to have it done by the 31st,
Yes.
which is on the Saturday.
Okay, so we have to have it done by the 30th.
And,
That Monday, the 26th, is that too late?
I don't think so.
you wanna do it on Monday?
I don't care.
At 8:30 or 9?
You all
It doesn't
decide.
matter to me.
That one won't be so bad. I wanted to go with 9 o'clock today because I was out of town all weekend.
Yeah.
And I wanted to make sure I had everything.
Well, we can do it at noon. Yes.
That don't matter to me, I just.
Let's say 9 o'clock
The 26th.
9 p.m.
on 26th. Yeah, and then we can,
And then we'll do. a
yeah, we'll
work
go ahead,
session
we
following
can
that
go
as
ahead and
well.
pull those
Yeah.
totes out today. And, so I don't think there's anything else, is there?
I think so.
Okay,
I'll make the motion for that.
adjourn,
Second.
okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank
So,
you, ladies.
Okay.
I said,
got that done.
there is such, now that we're out of the meeting, such a feeling of, well, no, it's okay. Such a feeling of conflict in my head because I want to learn all this, I want to absorb everything. And then